we really want to be able to for our listeners to learn something new every single week when
I
we're
know.
on the show.
But you know what? I'm excited
What's
that
that?
Elena's put her cards in.
Cards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All these
Okay.
cards.
So is that like the cards where you predict future and all that? Clairvoyancy?
No.
Or what's that card for?
My cards are not predicting the future. They
Yeah.
are not fortune telling.
Okay.
I am talking about health, energy, your well-being, well, about your chakras. But of course, they are affecting our future and they are affecting our relationships and finances, you know, everything, our
Okay.
life. So they are all connected.
Yes.
And if one chakra is affected by something, by like negative energy,
Right.
your entire life might be affected as
Wow.
well.
And the reason why I brought Elena back on is because she did a free reading, and I've always missed out her free reading, even though I know, because I'm always doing something else. And she did it for me, and she was absolutely 100%
Well,
spot on,
there
because
you
I
go.
already knew,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to see if Elena knew, and she was so spot on, and she shared a technique for me as
Yes.
well in order for me to become more abundant.
Oh,
So
wow.
Did you do?
I was doing it for the 3-4 days straight.
Yes.
And, you know, you forget. So I've got it now back in my calendar to do it. And this morning, Alina's coming on, I need to rub my tummy. Because my solar
Put a reminder.
chakra.
Chakra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Solar plexus chakra.
Plexus chakra,
Okay.
yeah. It's-
So let's take a break. Let's have another
Okay.
song on, and we'll come back, and we're gonna play with your cards, and maybe you can explain to us what the meaning of the cards, and then we
we
can
need to do it on, look at your energy, David.
my energy.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
Because
There
I've
you
done
go.
already for fun.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. 89.3 FM. We're gonna come back, and we're gonna look at my energy. 89.3 FM, you're listening to the Three Quirks, and before that, the Chainsmokers, Don't Let Me Down, and Peking Duck. Hi, and Ilana's here with us today. Stress removal, love to be able to help you to remove your stress. She's got her own anti-stress clinic. We're inviting you in today because we want to share with our audience out there what is it like to deal with stress and how we can overcome stress. So interesting at the moment, she's actually got 2 deck of cards in front of me.
I'm
and,
excited.
And the cards look like, one looks like 3 deck of cards.
3.
3 deck of cards.
Wow, we didn't see
The
the
middle
third
one is green, so that's more traditional one, is that right?
No, I wouldn't say they are traditional. They
Yeah.
are like, look, they all have this special shape.
Okay.
So they are not round, they are not square.
Each
Yeah.
card is very
Each
different shape.
Different
Yeah.
shape.
Different
Okay.
colours.
So
Okay.
they're authentic because I have created them like quite a few years
Yes,
ago.
okay.
And that's how I felt
Mm.
these chakras work.
Okay.
So-
So one would ask,
Yeah.
why the cards?
Why the cards?
Yes.
All right. You know, one would ask why a person who is removing the stress,
Yeah.
dealing with the cards, you know, in first instance.
Correct. That's
So,
correct. So
yeah, that's
if you're
correct.
stressed,
Yeah.
one would not think that I reach out for a deck of cards.
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
Yes.
My approach is different. My approach is holistic.
Okay.
And everything, I believe that everything starts on an energy level.
Yes.
So once we don't pay attention to that disturbing thing on an energy level, it's starting to crawl
Yes.
into our body and mind and emotions. And, you know, in the end of the day, we might get sick, like physically sick,
Okay,
really.
yes.
So sickness is the result of energetic or emotional imbalance. And hence the cards. So
see.
I am finding out with the help of my cards what is imbalanced in the body.
Okay.
So this is not fortune telling.
Okay.
I'm not predicting future.
Okay.
I can't tell you tomorrow 8 o'clock in the morning you're going to get married
We are getting
or you
married.
will win a lottery or
I am.
something.
All right, so
Yeah.
you want me to, okay, this is the first time I've actually done anything like this,
Yeah.
right? But because it's not clairvoyant, I'm happy to explore that and give it a go. So the choice there is I've got 3 deck of cards there, is that right? Or 2?
I'll tell you what. So my reading is consisted of 3 parts.
Okay.
First part is one of these deck of cards.
Okay.
I'm defining which area of life and which energy center requires your special attention.
Okay.
Then I'm using this wonderful magic crystal pendulum, which is telling me how the chakra works
Okay.
and what needs to be corrected.
All right.
And then this is the third huge deck of cards.
Bloody hell.
It's the advice. This is the advice. What needs to be done to correct and to prevent ailments.
Okay, so let's do that. So you lead me. You let me know which card do I choose.
What would you like to use? This deck or this deck?
What are you think for?
No, you. It's
No,
not,
it's
not my energy.
Well, I like the middle. I found the middle is very intriguing.
This
yes,
one. Okay,
correct.
no problem. So this is the original deck of cards.
I can't have any influence.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so we are going to ask, what does David need to know? See, your energy is everywhere, scattered around.
Elena's shuffling the cards.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're falling apart.
What does David need to know about his energy and health and wellness this week? For example, this week. Do you want about this week?
Just in general. You already know what this week. So
okay,
let's say
just right now, in general. Okay.
Yes.
So what does David need to know about his energy and wellness?
Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
see?
look, she's everywhere.
You are exploding.
Oh.
Your energy is like over the top. You know,
That's
like
why I'm
like
very special.
like a volcano.
Yeah. Why just went off in New Zealand?
yeah. Unfortunately, it's so
Oh,
sad.
yes, that's so
It
Yeah.
is sad. And they were talking about the tourists. They were saying that why would tourists go onto an island when they had a warning already that a volcano is going to erupt? So the government's actually investigating that to see why they do that. There's a few people dying, a few from Australia that died from that volcano.
I think that
you know?
about 5 people died.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sad. Yeah.
But people knew it was going to
They knew.
Yeah.
The organisers knew, you know.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous. Idiotic mistake, I say. So what you're doing now is you're shuffling
I'm
those
just
cards.
looking at you and
Yes.
I feel the cards
Feeling
Yes.
your
and
energy,
see
baby.
you are quite closed.
Yes.
In spite of the fact that you are exploding with the energy,
Uh-huh.
it's like you're trying to hide a secret or something. Like you don't want to open up to the world. Yeah, is
My
it
life
true?
is out there already.
I know. Well, we're not going to,
Yes.
to dig
There's nothing to
deeper.
hide. What you see is what you get.
Yeah. I've got it stuck here. See, in my hand.
Okay.
Okay.
And what
Oh, look what we've
Oh.
got. The card that you like, too.
you like this card, and actually it's stuck in my hand.
Yes. So
The third eye chakra, which is located right here.
in between.
In between
Yeah,
the
in
eyes.
between
Between
your
eyes.
eyebrows. Yeah, in between the eyes,
Okay.
and basically it is the connection with your inner wisdom, with
Yeah.
your intuition,
Yes.
and it is responsible, of course, for the vision, for physical vision.
Okay.
It's responsible for your brain, for your memories, for your thinking processes, for your ability to concentrate
Yes.
on something
Okay.
and to get onto the things, and for your openness and for your health, for your
Yes.
overall health, because
Okay.
this chakra is really, really important,
Right.
and it is regulating all wellness processes in our body. All healing processes in our body. So this is it.
Yes.
So I'm just telling you what it is responsible for,
Okay, yeah.
and if it's resonating with you, okay, you just notice there. And I'm
Okay.
going to use my crystal now
Yes. Okay.
to find out how exactly it works.
So the crystal, you're actually holding that crystal above the card to our listeners at home.
Yes, and you will see. Look, I'm not moving my hand. I even will stop
So
breathing.
now you're
Just give me
actually
a
holding
second.
the crystal, and the crystal is above the cards. And the crystal is not moving, or it's moving. Okay, so the crystal.
It is moving, and I feel lots of tension. It's just going there,
Yeah.
up
the
into
necklace.
my finger.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the energy,
Yeah.
and it's your energy.
Mm.
It's not the energy of the card. It says that there are lots of processes going on. However, you are not getting enough of fresh energy
Fresh
from
energy.
outside. You are giving away a lot. You are boiling.
Yes.
You are doing something. Well, you're working on the things. Your thinking processes are very intense,
Yeah.
and it means that you are giving away energy. You're using a lot of energy, and it's like calories. When you eat, you then burn your calories.
Correct.
If you don't eat, you get exhausted.
Correct.
So the same thing with the third eye chakra.
Right.
You are burning out the energy, giving it away,
Yes.
but you are not receiving the fresh energy. You need the replacement.
So you need the balance?
This should be balanced.
Oh.
So you're
Okay.
saying that you should be grounded, like go outdoors, go for a swim?
Well, it's different with the third eye chakra. Meditation is very good. I want you to pick up the cards.
Oh, the cards.
Yes, what needs to be done.
Wow.
I don't see any problems, like physical problems
So I have to
with
pick
it.
one
Yeah, just any card.
Okay.
And,
so this is a big white deck of cards. And I'll
Yes.
just pick
Oh,
one out.
look at that. Look at me.
Oh my god, I picked the eye again.
So you're very intuitive. Look at that.
Yes.
So again, this is saying that health is quite in a balanced way. It's balanced.
Yes.
But you need to look after this chakra because it is responsible, after all, after the for the head, for the physical head, for right and left side of the
Right.
brain, and your eyes and your hearing. And if you don't receive a lot of energy, you might suffer from, I don't know, headaches. They might not be coming, but or maybe some foggy mindedness, or maybe your eyes might be tired, or something will happen with your hearing, something like that. It's not the ailment necessarily, but you are forearmed and forewarned.
Yes.
Yes,
so that
sir.
means that I don't think more, or should I relax?
No. Meditation is good,
Yes.
but again, remember, stop, revise, survive.
Okay.
For you, this breathing is really good, and meditation is very good. I'll show you one technique to make your energy center receive lots more energy, more fresh energy. So you can use either 2 fingers or 4 fingers,
Okay.
and you can do that too. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
doing it. I've got
Yeah,
my
so you
fingers
just place it in between your eyebrows, and try to move your skin of your forehead, like press them down, and to the left, to the left,
yes,
8 times.
To the left, to the
8
left.
times. Yeah, don't rush,
Isn't it
because
so?
the energy center is not moving like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, just like your
Nice,
breath.
steady.
8 times, and then when you finish to the left, go to the right.
8 times as well.
Yeah, 8 times. Should be equal amount. So what we're doing, we're basically activating left and right side of the brain, and we are cleansing the energy from the chakra, and we are inhaling a fresh energy.
I see.
But that's not all.
There's
Use
more?
another hand. Use another hand and
Right
do
or
the
left?
same. So did you use right one?
Left. I use the
Left. Okay, always start with the right.
Okay.
Always start with the right, and then use your left hand and do the same. Again,
I'm so
show
activated right
to
now.
the left, 8
To the
times
left,
to
wow.
the left, and 8 times to the right. Again, move with your
And then
head.
8 times
Yeah,
to the right. Wow.
yeah. And what you feel, just close your eyes and just listen. You might see some colors. You might feel some sensations. There might be some waves.
I feel good actually.
I feel
like
so good.
Yeah, it feels very relaxing though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Very
And
relaxed.
you have removed stress.
I just feel so happy. Like I'm
So-
in happy land.
so really,
I can't
like-
stop smiling.
So,
right
so
now.
when it comes down to it, so really you don't have to go out there and go for a swim, go for a jog and all
Oh
that.
my god.
Just use a simple method like this, and
Yeah.
that can actually help you de-stress.
Definitely. It's the first level of stress removal.
That's
Wow.
amazing. That's amazing. And Fung, you're actually involved in all this. You love all this stuff, right?
So Elena is my portal
Yeah.
to this whole energy
Yeah,
field. I mean,
okay.
I've been learning a lot,
Yeah.
and just listening to what you say. It's like
Mm.
she's in a 5-dimensional world, or
Yeah.
probably even further up there. But it just amazes me because I'm just a normal human being
Yeah.
doing my thing, and I do a lot of.
Well, I debate whether you're a
Healing.
human being or not. You know what I mean?
But I do healing. I do healing,
Yeah.
and give my techniques to my clients to help them go through the healing. But
Mhm.
this is a technique and tools that Elena's teaching that
Yeah.
I'm not fully aware about.
Yeah, that's right. So you've been doing this for a while, Elena. So you've been doing this over the years now, is that right?
Yeah, for quite a few years. So I started to collect these techniques in the 90s, back in the 90s. But, I was just collecting them to do this and that, to
Wow.
improve this side of my health. And then all of a sudden, quite a few years ago, I had a car accident,
Yeah.
very unpleasant. So I broke my leg, my ribs, and my spine.
Wow.
So, and I ended up in the hospital. So
Wow.
basically, you know, I don't like this chemical stuff like, you know, painkillers and all this,
Absolutely.
you know. And I was thinking, okay, what do I have to do to feel better?
Wow.
And I was bedridden, you know, with my leg broken after the
Couldn't go
surgery.
anywhere.
I was just like, you know, practically laying in bed. And then I started to think, Elena, you've got all these techniques. You need to put them all together.
correct.
Okay.
And to find out how they work together. And I started to do that. And, you know, my doctors told me that I wouldn't be able to walk without a cane, without a stick, walking
a
stick.
stick?
But
Yeah.
look at you
Yeah.
now.
And I have improved my flexibility to up to 99%.
Wow.
So, and
You
you know,
don't- and you see no
in
pain.
3 months' time, I was already in a gym doing the full workout.
Wow. Amazing.
It's true though.
But
Like,
it's about your mind, the strength of your
Yeah.
mind too.
Yes,
You had a lot of thinking to yourself.
and you've got to set your mind on what you want to achieve,
Yeah.
what you want to have. So if you're sitting in a box and you know you're quite comfortable being stressed
Yeah.
and being, you know, under the pressure, and you're just afraid of stepping out of that box and saying, oh, like, you know, I can't do this healing because I'm too busy or something else, you know, it's only you're finding the it's all excuses
yeah, that's
to
right.
stay in that box and not to improve and not to achieve the things that you really,
it's really
deserve
and
to.
it's really good that you're actually exploring alternative medicine. You know, everyone's talking about alternative medicine, and these days, if something goes wrong, the first thing doctors do is prescribe medication.
Yes.
So there's a lot of people who are exploring alternative medicine, ways to heal your body, and I hear these stories all the time. And there's cases where people have so many health issues and they actually just stop and just focus more on what they eat, what they do, and they overcome that. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Let's get another song on and we're going to come back and then you can share a bit more about what else you there with. Okay, we're going to
We'll
get...
be glad to.